Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Venice Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Thursday, December 11th. You'll be interested to know. 89 years ago, today, in 1936, Edward VIII chose to relinquish the throne to Mary Wallace Simpson, a twice-divorced American socialite, creating a constitutional and emotional moment for the monarchy. His decision transformed the crown by placing personal choice and public duty in tension and led to a renewed emphasis on stability and continuity in royal succession. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. This morning, it's looking clean with 1+ foot waves rolling in from the southwest round swell. Conditions stay clean until around noon when they shift to fair. Winds are sideshore at 1 mile per hour early, then pick up to 3 miles per hour by midday. Expect a slight increase in onshore winds later in the afternoon. Best time to ride is at 7 a.m. with a 3-foot outgoing mid-tide when the southwest swell is 1 foot at 14 seconds and the offshore wind is 1 mile per hour. The first low tide on Thursday will be 2.5 feet at 9:15 a.m., followed by a 4-foot high tide just before 2:30. The nearshore buoy at Santa Monica Pier reads 65 degrees for the water temperature. Friday brings clean conditions with consistent 1-foot waves throughout the day. Saturday remains similar, with 1-foot surf and clean conditions, but wind shifts slightly in the afternoon. Sunday sees a steady increase in swell, reaching 2 feet, with clean conditions in the morning, making it the best day of the period. This morning, it's mostly sunny, and it feels like 54 degrees, with 5-mile-per-hour wind. The sunset will take place at 4:45, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:50. It looks like we're in for a sunny Thursday with a high near 71 and a late west-northwest breeze at about 5 miles per hour. Tonight, expect patchy fog after 10 p.m., mostly cloudy skies, at a low around 53, with very light winds. Looking ahead in the weather, Friday through Monday will be mostly sunny during the afternoons with highs near 70 on Friday, near 69 on Saturday, near 65 on Sunday, and rising to near 68 on Monday, and patchy fog is possible each morning before 10 a.m. Nights will be cool with lows in the low to mid-50s and generally light east-southeast winds at 5 miles per hour or less. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, the LA City Council is considering a ban on certain printer ink cartridges that can only be used once. This potential ordinance aims to enhance the city's efforts to reach zero waste, which includes phasing out single-use plastics. The cartridges pose disposal challenges due to their plastic, metal, and chemical components, which can leach toxins into the environment. If approved, the ordinance would prohibit the sale of these cartridges in retail and online establishments within the city. Retailers that fail to comply would face fines, and the ban could be fully implemented within 12 months. Now on to sports. Why did the Colts gamble on Phillip Rivers to save their season? He can still sling it. On December 9th, 2025, the text message rolled in while Rivers was shaking off rust. If this report is true, then I'm all in, Frank Rake wrote. Rivers considered two options: returning to the 8-5 Indianapolis Colts or heading home to Alabama. In a stunning unretirement, Rivers is back in the NFL 5 years later, likely the Colts' best hope to avoid a late-season collapse. General Manager Chris Ballard knows this gamble could define the season. It's a bold move to sign a 44-year-old quarterback. And tonight, on Thursday Night Football, Kirk Cousins and the Falcons aim to play spoiler against Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers. The Atlanta Falcons, with a record of 4 wins and 9 losses, visit the Buccaneers, who have 7 wins and 6 losses. The Buccaneers were on track for a 5th straight division title, but have lost 3 consecutive games. Falcons coach Raheem Morris stated, "You never want to be in this spot," referring to playoff elimination. Mayfield emphasized the importance of expecting their best from the Falcons, knowing they aim to ruin the Buccaneers' playoff chances. Kickoff is at 8:15 Eastern on Prime Video. In local sports, Stephon Castle scored 30 points, leading the San Antonio Spurs to a 132-119 victory over the Lakers in the NBA Cup quarterfinals. Castle had 21 of those points in the second half, while De'Aaron Fox contributed 20 points. Keldon Johnson added 17 points and 8 rebounds, helping the Spurs secure a semifinal spot in Las Vegas against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Luka Doncic scored 35 points for the Lakers, who struggled to regain ground late in the game. Victor Wembanyama missed his 12th consecutive game due to a calf injury, but traveled with the team. In top news, the Federal Reserve cut interest rates for the 3rd time this year, and this quarter-point reduction might not lead to lower mortgage or car loan rates immediately. Although Fed cuts influence banks' loan rates, they do not control them directly. Bankrate financial analyst Steph Cates stated, "We're not going to see mortgage rates, car loans, savings rates all at once have a step change down by exactly 0.25%. For mortgages, the 30-year rate is around 6.19% and is influenced more by Treasury bond yields. Auto loan rates, averaging 6.6%, are also affected by many factors, including borrower credit scores." In business news, S&P and Nasdaq futures fell Wednesday night as Oracle's results reignited fears about high-flying tech stocks, despite the Federal Reserve's latest interest rate cut boosting U.S. equity markets in the prior session. Futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average added 43 points, or 0.1%. Oracle shares tumbled 11% after posting disappointing quarterly revenue and raising its spending forecast. In after-hours trading, other AI plays also fell, including Nvidia down 1% and CoreWeave down more than 3%. Investors suggest caution ahead, as the central bank remains in a wait-and-see mode regarding future monetary policy. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is down 3% to $90,000. Ethereum is down 4% to just under 3,200. And SRP is down 4% to $2.00. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates. With several locations in the San Diego area, Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk science. One side of Earth is rapidly getting colder than the other. Research shows the Pacific Hemisphere is losing heat faster than the African Hemisphere. Scientists from the University of Oslo indicate that one side of Earth's interior is losing heat much faster than the other side. A study published in Geophysical Research Letters reveals that parts of Earth have been insulated by more landmass, creating a thermos layer that traps heat. The Pacific Hemisphere has cooled about 50 Kelvin more than the African Hemisphere. This suggests that the Pacific was much hotter at a certain moment in time. And in entertainment news, Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson are expected to reprise their roles as Katniss Everdeen and Peeta Mellark in the Hunger Games prequel, Sunrise on the Reaping. This Lionsgate movie is based on the latest novel by Suzanne Collins, following the events of the 50th Hunger Games, 24 years before Katniss and Peeta entered the killing field. The story centers on Haymitch's experience in the games as a 16-year-old, played by Joseph Sada. The film is set for release on November 20th, 2026, directed by Francis Lawrence. It also stars Elle Fanning, Ralph Fiennes, Kieran Culkin, and Jesse Plemons, among others. Well, alrighty, folks. It's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American writer and philosopher, Albert Hubbard. And he said, "The greatest mistake you can make in life is to be continually fearing you will make one." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings Venice Beach.